The rising tide of terrorism and intercommunal violence in West Africa and the Sahel has led to a call for greater support for the Group of Five for the Sahel Joint Force battling against terrorism and extremism across the region. Addressing the Security Council at the United Nations headquarters in New York, the special representative of the Secretary General and head of the United Nations Office for West Africa and the Sahel, Mohammed Ibn Chambas, spoke about the recent horrific attack at the military camp in Niger Republic. He identified some of the contributory factors ranging from local conflicts due to corruption, inequalities, marginalization, and the absence of good governance.
It is essential to avoid confusion and distinguish among the drivers of this violence. Endogenous factors of local conflicts have been documented. They include governance deficits, in particular poor management of natural resources, and the broader failure of governments to deliver its regalian functions.
The Commissioner, Africa Union Peace and Security Commission, Smail Shagou, recommended a new approach and strategy in terms of military support, calling for a holistic approach intertwined with socio-economic and political measures, including infrastructure development, education, and effective environmental policies to confront climate change.
The challenges encountered are beyond the capacity of the states concerned.
Côte d'Ivoire's permanent representative to the United Nations, Leon Kakou Adom, also recommended inclusive dialogue with the affected communities to identify their needs for incorporation into new public policies. Meanwhile, the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has expressed sadness over the outcome of COP25 in Madrid. The UN scribe's disappointment is coming on the heels of low interest by the international community towards mitigation, adaptation, and financial investment to fight the climate catastrophe. However, Guterres is optimistic that member nations will work as a collective force next year to reach carbon neutrality by the year 2050.